If you are seated, the correct posture is feet flat on the floor, hands cupped in your lap, and your spine straight but not stiff. The center of meditation is the heart, and then the third eye. Let us begin. Stand now to release thyself from the darkness that is in thee, and face the luminous orb of the central sun, from whence all creation sprang. Mindful of his will for good, and of his power to extend that will, realize that he is able to extend thy consciousness from its present state, to pick it up, to exalt it, and to draw it into himself by the magnetism of his grace, here and now, prior to thy release from sense consciousness. Realize that he that keepeth all that is real about thee, having received thee momentarily unto himself, is also able to return thee to the present moment, unaffected adversely, but mightily affected inwardly, by a fuller measure of the understanding of his will. Realize that the will of God can best be known by a spiritual experience. Desire then that experience. Desire to reach outwardly toward the Godhead in the great central sun galaxy. At the same time as thou art reaching inwardly to the implanting of the divine seed within thyself, it is the will to live within thyself that must unite with the will to live as God lives. This is the divine will within the heart of the central sun. This thou must understand and be united with. If this be accomplished but once consciously, thy life shall ever thereafter be affected by an innate knowing, recorded within, of that which is the will of God for thee and thy twin flame. The phantoms and the ghosts that formerly made thee a stranger at the court of heaven will no longer hold power over thee as they once did. But man's reunion with the sun can be accomplished only by an act of God. It is a cosmic event which can occur in the world of the individual only when he has proven himself ready for it. I am a cosmic teacher, and I choose to appear to those who are able to see me with their spiritual eyes, to understand that my prime concern is the union of the heart of hearts within man with the heart of hearts within God. For me to provide descriptive passages of these wonders and to record them on paper would in no way compare to the glorious experience that can occur as you rise through the trackless air and the far-flung reaches of space into a realization of the will of God that penetrates all substance and all nature. You must be able to go deeply within. For not in outer accoutrements of name or fame or even in worldly intellect does man find the keys that will transport him to these higher reaches. We caution that great care must be exercised in this matter, for truly we are not concerned with developing in men and women untutored or unguided psychic experience. We want this form of communion to be a rarity rather than a daily practice. It is something one should try no more often than once a year in just this manner, with the exception of those who have been mightily prepared by advanced training. For them there will unfold the necessary direction which will assist them in having vital experiences to guide them in their solar evolution. You must understand that the will of God is a sacred adventure. In the name I am that I am, I call forth the soul. Rise to the secret chamber of the heart. Come in supplication before thy Lord. Enter the golden crystal spiral of thy life. Rise upon it to thy true plane of being. Enter into the courts of thine own heaven, the sun center of life. Rise to the heart of thy holy Christ self. Rise to the heart of thy God presence. Rise to the heart of the Lord of the world. Know this moment of the awakening. Go back to life that is real. Go back to thy divine reality in the heart of God, in the great central sun. Receive the impetus of this divine union. For one day thou shalt hear the word, well done, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Thou art the soul who has entered the sun center of life. Come up higher. Enter into the house of the Lord. Partake of the marriage supper of the Lamb. Receive now the cosmic wafer. I am Alpha. I am Omega. Thy spirit and thy matter, one. I am thy universal body. I am thy universal essence. I am who I am, in the white fire core of being. Behold the great central sun magnet. Behold Elohim. Behold the unfed flame of God. Look into the eyes of thy beloved twin flame. Remember forever and forever thy God, thy beloved. I am who I am. We descend now, for thou art filled with thy portion. Descend slowly and gently down the golden crystal spiral. For here is the unfinished work of thy life on earth. Serve the world evolution. Be a co-creator with God. Love all life free. Remember thou art also in the service of thy twin flame, whose very life also depends upon thy choices made day by day. I bless and seal thee. I hurl thee forth once again, a pearl of light, into the sea of the matter cosmos. I seal thee in the Trinity. I seal thee in the heart of the Divine Mother. I seal thee in the divine memory of God. Go with God. Keep the flame of life midst all illusion, soul testing, trial, and temptation. I am thy beloved, the Lamb of God. Thou art my bride, myself, my perfect love. Let us give our love to the great central sun as we sing on page 3, number 4. Now, as we have journeyed to the sun, we call to the sun to descend, as at Fatima when the sun hurled toward the earth. This is a gentle descent of the sun to fill your soul. Page 3, number 4. When we desire more light in our temple, and we don't know why we don't have more light, because we do all those things that the adepts tell us to do in our meditations and so forth. The missing ingredient is protection, because the law says, I will not give to you more light than you can keep in harmony and that you can protect and guard and retain. Hold fast what thou hast received is the direction from on high. And when we do, when we can keep in the mastery of our world the light God gives us, then He gives us more. And He adds unto it very quickly. In this world then of those who seek that light and desire it, and to take it from us, to misuse it or misqualify it, we need our tube of light, and we have invoked it. We need Archangel Michael, and we need to invoke him. We're going to give the Bija mantras for that meditation of the sacred fire. Saint Germain is the personal master and guru who sponsors you in the raising of that Kundalini. And he tells us the requirement before you do these Bija mantras is to do the violet flame, as well as the tube of light and forgiveness, and the calls to Archangel Michael. We're back where we started on page 12 and 13. Now the calls to the Archangel will place a cylinder of blue flame around your tube of light, and you need that intense blue flame, which is God's protection. Archangel Michael then comes with his blue lightning angels to protect you. So we're going to learn decree 47 as we give. This decree, you'll also see some chalk drawings of him on the screen. Beloved Archangel Michael, we call to you now once again. Come into this room, intensify your light around us. Let the blue flame descend and seal us for our meditation and for our receiving of the dictation shortly. Number 47 together. In the name of the beloved, mighty, victorious presence of God, I am in need. My very own beloved Holy Christ self, Holy Christ selves of all mankind, beloved Archangel Michael, beloved Lanello, the entire spirit of the great white brotherhood and the world mother, elemental light, fire, air, water, and earth, I decree. Lord Michael, I call unto thee, wield thy sword, and now cut me free. Blaze thy power of protection now into my world. Thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul. I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. Lord Michael, I love thee, I do. With all thy great faith my being imbue. Blaze God power protection now into my world. Thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul. I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. Lord Michael, and legions of blue, come seal me now, keep me faithful and true. Blaze God power protection now into my world. Thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul. I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. Lord Michael, I call unto thee, wield thy sword of blue flame, and now cut me free. Blaze thy power, protection now into my world. Thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul. I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. Lord Michael, I love thee, I do. With all thy great faith my being imbue. Blaze God power, protection now into my world. Thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul. I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. Lord Michael, and legions of blue, come seal me now, keep me faithful and true. Blaze God power, protection now into my world. Thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul. I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. Lord Michael, I call unto thee, wield thy sword of blue flame, and now cut me free. Blaze God power, protection now into my world. Thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul. I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. Lord Michael, I love thee, I do. With all thy great faith my being imbue. Blaze thy power, protection now into my world. Thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul. I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. Lord Michael, and legions of blue, come seal me now, keep me faithful and true. Blaze thy power, protection now into my world. Thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul. I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. Number 44 on the opposite page, invoking Michael in the presence of God with us. Together. I am presence, thou art master, I am presence, clear the way. Let thy light and all thy power take possession here this hour. Charge with victory's master, blaze blue lightning, raise thy substance into this thy form descend. That perfection and its glory shall me forth and earth transcend. I am presence, thou art master, I am presence, clear the way. Let thy light and all thy power take possession here this hour. Guard the victory's mastery blaze, through lightning blaze thy substance into this thy form descend. That perfection and its glory shall blaze forth and earth transcend. I am presence, thou art master, I am presence, clear the way. Let thy light and all thy power take possession here this hour. Guard the victory's mastery blaze, through lightning blaze thy substance into this thy form descend. That perfection and its glory shall blaze forth and earth transcend. This picture of Archangel Michael is New Age, with a kind of deco art of the 1930s. But it shows his sword of blue flame that cuts you free. It shows his chakra at the throat and the third eye and the flame on the brow. It shows his diamond armor of light and reveals an intense power through his cosmic Christ illumination in the yellow flame. Another thing that church councils did is that they forbade the communion and worship of angels until angels were all but forgotten, and all we've ever heard of is Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael. And the final blow to angels' intercession came when, at Vatican II in this century, the prayer to Saint Michael was removed from the Mass, and millions of Catholics ceased to call him forth for the protection of the Church and our nations. At about the same time, the growing momentum of Keepers of the Flame worldwide to give the call to Archangel Michael we just gave was appearing. And so at this time, when we begin our morning chapel at the ranch at 5:30 in winter and 5 in the summer, we begin with the heart, head, and hand decrees and the tube of light. And then we give that call to Archangel Michael 40 times for all of the servants of God on earth, all of you who are in the New Age, all of you who are light bearers and seeking the unfoldment of the light within. And so that's been going on for years and years as we have sought to fill the vacuum. I would commend you to call to Archangel Michael daily and use the 3 calls on those pages, 12 and 13, 43, 44, and 47. And don't neglect to do it, because the light is rising in you, and your appearance on the world scene as a Christed one is a threat to the forces of death and hell and the sinister force on this planet. And those fallen angels have not been bound yet. They still move among us on the earth. Now we come to the place then in this hour when we are going to raise the light of the Divine Mother within us on page 17 of this book. These Bija mantras are given from G to A in 3 columns, seed syllables to quicken the petals of each chakra, that they might spin and the light be raised and balanced. The musical time of the base chakra, the light of the White Mother, is a 4/4 time. It is the discipline of the march time, because upon that base, the base of the very pyramid of your life is built. If matter doesn't descend according to that matter square and that cosmic cube, it's going to be askew and awry and out of alignment, and it will not be a proper chalice for the light to descend. So the 4/4 time, when it is that discipline beat, causes that base chakra to spin, and it gently begins to turn, and that mother light as a crystal light rises on the spinal altar, and as it rises, it waters, as it were, it nourishes each chakra with the negative polarity of the Divine Mother. And as it rises, and you also call forth the light of your I Am Presence down into your temple, which is the light of the Father and the masculine ray, the light of your presence gives to your chakras the masculine or plus polarity. So the Mother is rising and the Father is descending, and this is how you achieve the balance of wholeness and Alpha and Omega in each chakra and in your temple. The union of the Divine Father and Mother in the crown and their descent to the heart. The cradle of the heart then is where the union of the Father, Mother, God in you gives birth to the universal Christ. Now the rising light at the 4/4 time gives children and babies a most natural vitality and joy, because that energy is gently nourishing them. What has happened in our generation with the entrance into the 1960s is that the 4/4 time was taken and corrupted with a syncopated beat of rock music. The syncopated beat is an uneven beat. It is not disciplined. It also goes counter to the heartbeat itself. So with the syncopated beat of rock music, the energy of the spine does not rise, but it falls. And the life force in your being then descends. Unwittingly and ignorantly then, many people on earth, especially the youth, have come to like this music and have developed a habit of listening to it to the point where it actually has become an addiction. But I'd like to tell you why it is an addiction. When this energy descends, it doesn't do so gently, it comes down violently. And as it descends, it tears the delicate membranes where the spiritual light is entering the central nervous system and the spine. So the energy of the spine then is released in these little tears in the garment, in the sheath of your inner being. And as it is released, it gives a sensation, and you can experience a rush or a high. People say they don't need to take drugs because they get high on rock music. And that's exactly true, because the light of the sacred fire is very powerful. So when it is released, that is what happens, and so you get used to that release, so you want to listen to more rock music, because if you're not listening to it, it starts to grate, and that energy being released makes you feel better. So it's kind of a circle that you can't get out of too well once you get into it. But what it does, first of all, you lose that energy that's released. You don't retain it. So it is slowly bleeding your life force and causing early aging, early degeneracy of the mind, chaos in the chakras. You can't concentrate for very long. That's what they say in school. This generation cannot concentrate as well as the last, and so forth. You can't focus because there's no energy up here in the third eye and in the crown. What has also come to pass is the energy descending into the lower chakras and not rising puts all of the weight of the life force below. So with the advent of rock music, the logical sequence is a sexual revolution, free sex, and a greater promiscuity. And what that leads to is the need to legalize abortion in unwanted pregnancies. So where that has led us today is that many, many souls who are a part of Aquarius, who should be here, new souls of light, prepared to take their place and help bring in the new age, they're not in embodiment. They've been denied entrance into the portals of birth because it has been an untimely situation for their parents, and so forth. Abortion, as you know, has become used as a means of birth control. The predicament we find then is that the energy that you don't have in your upper chakras deprives you of spiritual sensitivity and the awareness of the masters and the path, and the seeing into higher octaves of divine reality. So in some quarters, the New Age movement has descended to lower vibrations with that very momentum of the downward spiral. Now I'm giving you this as a teaching with no judgment or condemnation of anyone here, and certainly no desire to interfere with your free will. The reason I'm giving it to you is that the masters teach that if you wish to follow a path of discipleship to the realization of God within you, and use the bija mantras, if you're going to use the bija mantras for raising the light of the mother, and then you turn around in the next hour or the next day and you get involved in rock music or a rock concert, the energy is going to switch and go down. You will lose the light that you have invoked. And the up and then the down and the up and then the down can produce a schism and a riptide in you that can actually create a violence and an out of control state. So what I'm saying to you now is that we know what rock music does. We've all experienced it. But we don't all know what the Bija mantras do. We don't all know what it feels like to feel the bliss of the raising up of the light in our beings. So why don't you, as an alchemist of Aquarius, give the Bija mantras a chance. See how it feels to experience the Divine Mother rising in you. As you call for the violet flame, it descends into your body and it clears the channels for the raising of the light. So the violet flame is a protection because it transmutes what would be any uncomfortable or difficult situation with this raising of the light. And it comes very gently in the control of your Christ Self and I Am Presence and Saint Germain. I want you to know that these bhajans, as well as this entire book, is on cassette so that you can take them home, give the decrees, and not even skip a beat in your spiritual path that has had, I hope, an acceleration this evening. So we're going to give the Bija mantras on page 17, sealed as we are in the protection of Archangel Michael. We'll start in the first column and go from G to A. And probably because of the lateness of the hour, we won't complete them. Each column is for a different purpose. The chakra you are on is seen at the chart at the right, from the base to the crown. Beloved Divine Mother, come unto us. Heal now all damage to our chakras and our finer bodies, our central nervous system and brain, as the result of the misuse of the science of sound and rhythm in the syncopated beat, as it was done on Atlantis and as it is being done today. We call for the reintegration of our inner and finer bodies and atoms that have suffered disintegration at this syncopated beat. We call for healing and sealing of each one here in your swaddling garment of light. Oh, let us return now into the very womb of the Cosmic Virgin, that we might be reformed and refired in the divine image of our I Am Presence, and step forth to be true servants of the Most High God on earth at this crucial hour. Into the keeping of the Divine Mother we commend our spirits. Amen.
Om Aim Namaha. 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 Om Vam 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 Namaha.
The hour is moving on, and you haven't heard from me on Saint Germain's prophecies. This book is about a year old in its publication, contains Saint Germain's reinterpretation of Nostradamus, because he said that the false mistranslations and misinterpretations of Nostradamus by modern interpreters have left the New Age movement with a misconception about what is projected for our time. There are prophecies of Saint Germain solidly in this book as to what we can expect to be facing in the next 12 to 30 years. In a conference I held in San Francisco the weekend before last, I gave very detailed teachings on the astrology of the coming years, on the prophecies of Fatima and Medjugorje. These videotapes will be available to you through your study group here in San Diego. I welcome you to see them and to study them and to definitely take home with you tonight Saint Germain on Prophecy and read it. And it is simply packed full of information that we need to have. I'm turning over the service now to the one who will dictate to us and through us. And our meditation again will be on the Divine Mother, this time on our beloved Mother Mary. So again, you can put your things away and meditate to receive the dictation.
From your heart, oh, grace.
thou immortal fire, I, Gabriel, descend into this city to release now sacred fire into the earth, into these hearts, for the saving of that which is lost. I am the archangel which stand in the presence of the Divine Mother, and I announce to you each one, in the path of the Annunciation itself, that thou art a Son of God, destined to appear with the morning stars, destined to know God as thy habitation and grace. There be some in this place who in this hour receive me, for they have earned the right to receive the messenger of God that I am, to announce to them that they shall ascend in this life. And to others I say, those to whom it is given to ascend are so told by right, that they might note their progress on the path, and so be notified of the divine call. You who see in your souls these individuals at inner levels as shining ones, know, beloved, that I announce to you that you may also so qualify yourselves to also receive my visitation in the future. Therefore, where one Son of God has qualified for this initiation, I am here, I am there, Gabriel of the light. My legions move with seraphim. Therefore this city on inner planes is a blazing light of white-robed angels of the fourth ray. And they do form rings and tiers of light. Blessed hearts, they come for the great gathering of souls. For it is the age and the hour when all must prepare for inner changes and earth changes. For the alchemy of God does not wait and cannot wait, for the timetable is governed by the central sun and its release in cycles of the sine wave, whereby the great momentum of dispensation does flow. Flow, O holy light, flow into these vessels now, that they might be pillars and learn of me and my path of initiation. I come to anchor in this city a spiritual protection and inner vision and guidance. I serve then the Lord Christ, the Blessed Virgin, Saint Germain, and I assist in the quickening of the inner sight and self-knowledge. Therefore, with my complement, beloved hope, I greet you, and in this hour know that in your inner being I place a jewel of light, and its counterpart in the inner being of your twin flame. Happy are ye to find yourselves at the feet of our messenger, reacquainting yourselves with the mysteries of God. Happy are ye to be greeted by an archangel who does love you and shall always love you, and desires to see you return home, home in the heart of the One. Therefore, my beloved hope does touch the other half of the divine whole, and seraphim of God, of whom you should learn, draw solar rings for the sealing of that oneness. Now I charge you, O sons of men, invoke the light daily to fill in the pattern the angels establish, for they can do so much, and then you must do your part. Therefore, the filling in of the inner pattern by light, by white fire, by violet flame, by all diligence, blessed ones. Some of you have had my visitation 5,000 years ago, and I tell you, beloved, some of you have not seen or heard of me since, for you have gone out in other rounds and vibrations, only to return in this age by the very grace and blessedness of Saint Germain, who has come to you personally to quicken you. Therefore, once again, you have hungered, you have thirst for that divine appearing, and by good karma, now a propitious hour, and this city has been set aside for my coming, and many who violate the white light of purity in this world have sought to prevent this messenger's coming here. Blessed ones, the white fire is oncoming and cannot be turned back. I adjure you in this hour, therefore, to integrate with it, for when it is within you, and the cosmic initiations of a planet and her evolutions accelerate, you will be found in consonance at a vibratory rate, the equivalency of that fire that shall descend. Therefore you shall not be consumed by the descending fire, but raised up by it. Let it be said of you, and may you yourselves repeat the mantra, the prince of this world cometh and findeth nothing in me, nothing of like vibration whereby to ensnare and entrap and entangle me one more round in the lower levels of being. Therefore let it also be said of you, the angels of God come and find in me a living pillar of fire, for I know who I am, and surely I am the issue of the I am that I am. Thus, blessed be the name of the Lord, and blessed be those who come in that name, and come with its recitation as a love song for the wooing of their presence to their hearts, and the wooing of that beloved in inner planes. I draw you then to the inner retreat that I keep over Northern California, that you might come and know me, and know what is my vision, and the inner awareness of what is coming upon this state, and the ring of fire of the Pacific, where the outer mind cannot receive it. Let the inner self and soul be tutored, until by that inner knowledge there is an inner walk and an inner path. Take courage. You can fulfill all things that are required of you by the law, and you can awake fully satisfied in the bliss of God. I direct fire into the earth and into the sea, into the beings of nature who cry out to me, for their burden is heavy with mankind's perfidy and perversions. Guard the flow, guard the light. I am thy ministering servant. I am Gabriel. Through my heart step through to higher octaves. Behold, the Blessed Virgin cometh. Mary, Mary the divine mediatrix. Mary, who does prophesy and weep and save and succor. Mary, Mother of the Infinite. In thy heart, O Blessed One, is the Immaculate Concept for these thine own. Seal them, O Mother of the Incarnation of God, of Jesus, of all. I, Gabriel, have accomplished my mission in this city and in your behalf. Now my seraphim form a spiral around each one, and it is done. And the coil around you is a mother of pearl, a cone of light, for your keeping safe in the Divine Mother's heart. I am Gabriel, servant of the Son of the Most High God in you. I am Gabriel, which stand in the presence of the Divine Mother.
You've been watching The Coming Revolution in Higher Consciousness with Elizabeth Clare Prophet.
Religion has been in the headlines for the last few days with Jimmy Swaggart and his transgressions, and that and the scandal of the PTL ministry have really shaken TV evangelism. Yet another religious group is making some headway in this skeptical world. With the backing of celebrities like Shirley MacLaine, the New Age movement is getting a lot of publicity these days, and joining us in studio is Elizabeth Clare Prophet, a leader in the New Age movement. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Marty.
We've heard a lot about the crystals like these that we see here, and the harmonic convergence, and New Age has made Time magazine. But what is New Age? What's the basic philosophy behind your movement?
It's actually a phenomenon in astronomy based on the precession of the equinoxes, that every 2,000 years the Earth rotating backwards on its axis goes through another sign of the zodiac. We've just passed through Pisces, and that's the dispensation of Jesus. Now we're into the new age of Aquarius, which is an age of freedom. And the figure that we see prominent in this age is called Saint Germain.
And what does that mean for us?
It means freedom in every area of life, innovation, creativity, in government. In fact, Saint Germain sponsored our nation and began that freedom with our Declaration of Independence, our Constitution. America is a new age nation. And what it means is that the lost teachings of Jesus are restored, and we find that the universal Christ is indwelling in all of us.
How is all of this being accepted by the general populace?
Well, there are people that are always there seeking and not finding what they're looking for in established religion. And they find in these teachings the fulfillment of what they've always believed, like reincarnation, the sense of pre-existence, of deja vu, and the use of crystals is a very important part of it to them. For instance, this crystal is an amethyst, and amethyst is the sign of the New Age, and so is the color violet, the color of freedom and of the Holy Spirit. We don't think that these are somehow good luck charms, but that a crystal is like a molecular chalice, and it can hold a certain vibration. So if you keep a piece of amethyst, it's for alchemy and transmutation and freedom. And this is the plain quartz crystal. People use these as sacred focuses for meditation and on their altars.
Where do you foresee organized religion going? Is this movement something that will influence it, do you think?
Well, you know, Gnosticism is very much a part of the New Age. Those texts found at Nag Hammadi, Egypt, the library in a jar. There's 51 Gospels that have never been published because the Orthodox Fathers chose a certain line of teaching which denies that you and I can realize the fullness of Christ. And I think the universality of the New Age religion is the heart and essence of Jesus' mystical message, as well as those message that has come out of the East.
What do you think of the scandals rocking the TV evangelists? And
well, I think that more scandalous than the hypocrisy of the current situation is the fact that the preachers are not really giving the profound teachings that Jesus left for us, and that their whole message is a hypocrisy. They don't tell us about 17 years that Jesus spent in the Far East and how he studied and learned there. They don't tell us that he was someone like us in whose footsteps we have to walk.
What got you involved in this?
From a very small child, I actually had a recollection of a previous life. I didn't find my answers in Sunday school. I talked to Jesus and studied scriptures. I felt I had a calling to restore what he had given. And that happened throughout my life. And I have been filled with the Holy Spirit, and am delivering those teachings of the Ascended Masters and the prophecy for our time. And that's what I'm going to speak about tonight at the Masonic Temple between 7 and 12.
And that's open to the public?
Open to the public. It's 8:50. And it's a great service of meditation and mantras, meditation to the central sun. I'm going to talk about twin flames and the New Age and what's coming up in prophecy for the decade of the 1990s.
Well, we thank you very much for coming and taking some time out with us and talking about something that I think a lot of people have heard about, maybe want to know more about.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.